What's up, guys? We are back again breaking down the 5 best decks in Clash Royale. We're going to show you why they're so strong and how to play them. This type of content takes a ton of time to create, so if you guys enjoy it, make sure to leave a fat thumbs up on the video. Subscribe for more content just like this, and a huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag making this type of video possible. The 5th best deck in Clash Royale right now is this new meta Log Bait deck. Rascals got a buff, so they fire faster than ever, and Dark Goblin does a lot more damage. Every single card in your deck will bait out your opponent's spells, so it's really easy to overwhelm them. So let's go jump straight to some games and show you why this new meta Log Bait deck is so incredibly strong. Alright, so jumping into this one. Unfortunately, we don't have Princess to cycle her as our first card. It is so fun to stack up multiple princesses with this deck because there's Dark Goblin, there's Princess, there's Goblin Barrel, there's Rascals. He has to log everything, and it's just not possible if you split up your stuff. Also, when you drop Rascals in the back and you split it up, you're going to have the Rascal Girl going in the left-hand side. Now, after the hit speed buff, she actually gets damage on the tower by herself. But when she's paired with the Prince and the Prince is tanking, that is so much more damage. Look at that value. Isn't that ludicrous? To get a 700 damage lead by splitting up one little girl Rascal. We shut down all of his stuff. Even though he ended up having a Bowler, a Baby Dragon, Tornado, Lumberjack, right? It doesn't matter. This is one of those matchups that you want to stack up a lot of princesses because they're going to end up having the Lumberjack Balloon freeze deck. One of the most solid decks in the game. And actually, Mugi used it to win $200,000 in the World Finals. So, you know, the deck that we're playing against is really solid too. So we have to play our best to win. And we'll show you how to do it. You always keep up the aggression. You perpetually keep up the offensive plays. Because look at that. Inferno Dragon freeze. That's all of your elixir. And then the Rascal on the right-hand side.
Hello,
It says, what's up, dude? It says, what's good? Because definitely not that defense, bro. That defense was not good for you. In this type of scenario, we're going to go in for guards just to take less.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh! I'm sorry, Dark Goblin. I let you fall in your face. You were supposed to get some more deserving pride and joy in your life. You weren't supposed to fall too soon. I faltered. I messed up. That would have been an amazing counter push. You guys already know. You keep your Dark Goblins alive, you get rewarded. If you let them die early, you get slapped in the face and you deserve it. That was extremely unfortunate. Fallen but never forgotten. I think he goes in for a Barbaro or something, so if we can get Rascals down to body block and keep the Princess alive on the tower, it is so worth it. Because now we get a Tornado out. No Barbaro, no Tornado. I don't even think he has an answer to this. If he goes Bowler, he's not able to hit the Goblins. Look at that placement. Isn't that hilarious? The Bowler's not smart. Not even able to figure out where to go in life. Not even the Bowler's not smart. The Bowler's not smart.
It's that boy. I heard he's the only one who failed. Well, it serves him right.
That is beautiful. Oh, wait. Wait, no, we're chilling. We're 100% chilling. I rocket everything. Beautiful. Sensational. Exactly what we want to see. And then we get the counter push with the Prince on the right-hand side with the Dark Goblin following up. That is what we're talking about. I'm sorry, Dark Goblin. You just have the worst luck in life. First, you get assassinated by the Lumberjack because I just don't care about you. Next off, you get burned alive by the Inferno Dragon after getting frozen. You're just undergoing severe temperature changes out here, and you deserve a better life. I'm actually sorry, a little bit. I don't know how sorry I should be, but I'm just a tad bit, you know? I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel again. Looks like it's probably better for me to go in for a Dark Goblin here. Follow up with a Mad Aggression and follow up with Guard so he's not able to freeze on top of the Dark Goblin. Because if he freezes on the Dark Goblin, he's able to get damage, but he's not able to afford the freeze because we have so much elixir on the other side. Also, I can log this to get more chip damage and then immediately Princess at the river. Oh, he knew that was a possibility, so he went in for a Bowler instead. I wonder if he's backed any defensive card. No, he has to freeze. Now he can't break through because we just Rascals or we go for a Dark Goblin. Guys, it makes me so stupidly happy to know that I can't get Balloon freezed. Like, it's one of the most annoying things to play against in Clash Royale, and for good reason, right? So now I'm just going to hit him up with the log and try to cycle back a bit faster than he's ready to. And this time, you're not going to be able to kill my Dark Goblin. For the first time in forever, the Dark Goblin is staying alive, and it doesn't matter because I can rocket him out anyway. So this deck is beautiful. It's sensational. Even later on in a Grand Challenge, like right now, I'm around 10 wins, and we just destroyed this man. It's the best Log Bait deck for a reason. The fourth best deck in Clash Royale right now is this Hound Balloon deck. Before you go in for a Hound, you can set up a tombstone so you're covered every single angle. If they go in for more bridge spam, you shut it down with guards. If they go in for a balloon or any air card, Mega Minion has got you covered. The Skeleton Dragons are a really nice addition to this deck because then your opponent's not able to fireball on top of your Mega Minion plus Hound, or bounce back your balloon with a fireball, so you're able to get free value. So it's way easier to get close to their tower and get those connections. So let's go with Sir Dominance with the best Hound Balloon deck. All right, guys, so jumping into this one, we're going to show you how to play Loon. First things first, we want to get a tombstone on the map before we go in for the Hound, if possible. If you're able to defend with a tombstone on both sides, and then you go for the Hound, nothing can stop you. It's a beautiful sight to see because Mega Minion and guards, they're allowed to defend against balloons or any bridge spam on the ground with the guards. Wait, this is hilarious.
Look at this dude.
He's actually going to balloon first play without even knowing what our deck is. Yo, you are a certified savage of the highest order. If you've got Electric Dragon, if I had Fireball plus arrows, we're able to kill that, but unfortunately we do have Zap. Some of the Hound Balloon decks will have Fireball plus arrows. If you guys didn't know, that does obliterate Electric Dragon. Anyway, the counter push is pretty insane for us. Maybe I have Fireball on top of the Electric Dragon so it doesn't chain onto the Hound pups. As it pops, we want to be able to get that damage. Yeah, that was really clean. You know what? I'll take that trade because we stopped the Electric Dragon from getting that initial hit, so it was valuable in that interaction. We can tombstone here and then go for a guard surround on top of the bowler, and that should be able to shut everything down with absolutely no damage. Maybe I didn't even need to do that. You know what? I don't know if I needed to do that. No, he would have went for a Barbarrel, and then it would have been able to body block for the Electric Dragon, so that would have been horrible for me. I made the right decision. Why was I second guessing myself for a second? I said geffing myself. Well, now we have a new word in our dictionary. It is what it is. It be how it be. But the best thing about the deck is you're able to perpetually keep up the offense again. These are a common thing in the top 5 best decks for me. If you're playing a deck that's solid on offense and defense, then you're able to get a lot more wins no matter the situation. So even if you're going to have someone that goes in for a bowler extremely aggressively like that, your Mega Minion should be able to shut that down. The Electric Dragon, it's not going to do that much damage. And the Inferno Dragon is the only thing that's scary in this type of matchup, right? The Inferno Dragon locks onto your tower. It can heat things up and sizzle you in seconds.
My work here is done.
So if he had the ability to get that Inferno Dragon closer, maybe he's got freeze, so I would be a little bit more scared and hesitant of where I'm dropping my cards. The Tombstone's able to pull the Lumberjack and pull the Balloon if you drop it in that position. If you don't know, now you know. I'm able to Fireball this back, and I will not take a hit from that Balloon. Get away from my tower. We have all the power.
You want my property? You can't have it.
And it's so satisfying to see Skeleton Dragons just popping off on top of the bowler there too. So right now, I'm going to apply dual lane pressure. If I go in for a Lumberjack counter with the Mega Minion and also the guards, I think that we're okay by dropping a Tombstone afterward. Because you're going to have to freeze on top of the Mega Minion and then you're not able to hit the tower, right? And if you're spending all this elixir to defend, I don't think you have anything besides an Inferno Dragon, which we can Fireball and Zap if we want to. So, you know what? We're in a phenomenal spot. We've got this dance. We're doing the dance. We're doing the prance. And we've got your tower in the trance. I don't think that there's any way for him to shut down the Skeleton Dragons and the Hound at the river if we wanted to. So, GG, well played. It was a pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance, my dude. Again, 11 wins in a grand challenge, dominating people. And he's so angry right now. I'm sorry, Lewis, but it had to be this way. The third best deck in Clash Royale right now is this Lumberjack Balloon deck that won Moogie $200,000. In the World Finals, when everything was on the line, Moogie used this to win. When your Lumberjack rages up the balloon and you hold all of your opponent's units in place with the freeze, it's pretty unfair. They can't really do anything but watch their tower fall, and they'll be super upset. After you take a tower, it is so easy to defend. Inferno Dragon melts any big tank. Electric Dragon stuns everything. You can tornado and freeze to lock down your opponent's units and make sure they move nowhere real fast. It's just a super solid deck, and it's been strong for every meta. So let's go jump right into a battle and show you one of my favorite decks in the game. To jump into this one, you guys already know with this deck, since we've got Bowler, Freeze, Splash Shard, you don't want to cycle a single thing. This deck dominates in double or triple elixir because of all the splash damage that you have. If we can get there, we Balloon Freeze, we Lumberjack in front of that, rages it all up, and we take towers easily. Okay, he's going to go in for the Inferno Dragon in the back. Not going to give me the availability to go and cycle anything in double, man. I see how it is. Our deck is supremely successful in double, so you don't want us to get there. Wait.
Disgusting.
He's going to Elixir Golem. You filthy scoundrel. I think that the Electric Dragon pops off because our Electric Dragon hits first, right? If we win that interaction with our Electro Dragon hitting first, we win this really hard then. Fire Barrel comes down. He's going to leap Barbarians in the other lane, but we're going to inflict severe pain. You guys already know, if you get multiple bowlers on the map and you're able to pull the leap Barbarians and then rage up your secondary bowler, what could be better than that? It's beautiful. If you guys hate playing against Bridge Spam, especially Elixir Golem players or people that have Golem or Lava Hound, this is definitely the deck for you. Whenever I play against it, I just laugh because I'm like, wait, where are your Elite Barbarians going? Are they just going to go back perpetually? Also, I think our bowler thinks he's a magic archer. Look at how much damage he got. He aligned himself perfectly with the tower and orchestrated a masterful sequence of events on offense. You'll love to see it. Now the guy's giving us the double thumbs up, knowing it's a huge thumbs down for him. If he was in the Gladiator Arena, words are tough sometimes, guys. You know his head would get just annihilated. He would get obliterated, and he would get sent to the Shadow Realm in seconds. So, Lumberjack is able to assassinate the rest of the Elixir Golem blobs, as you guys already know. You kill the Elixir Golem blobs immediately. And one thing that you might not know is if you separate the Battle Healer from the Elixir Golem, that's the way that you're supposed to defend in most scenarios. With our deck in particular, you can just freeze, and it's not that big of an issue. But you don't want the Elixir Golem to get healed up by the Battle Healer, and if it's separated, you deal with the Elixir Golem blobs first. Then you're able to get all of the elixir, so then you can finish off the rest of the push afterward. So it's just really easy to orchestrate a sequence that way. Anyway, we're up so much elixir, I can do whatever I want. That's usually what you're able to do with this type of deck. You go for the Lumberjack the other side. You say,
hey, dude, you want to try to take another tower? Okay, how about I 3-crown you?
And it's going to be fun. It's going to be spicy. And it's not going to be very nice for our opponent. We're going to freeze here. We're going to be able to Bar Barrel afterward. And I think he zaps, but I just don't think that's going to happen, bro. You're going to get 3-crowned. It is what it is. It be how it be. And we take a dominant W against Elixir Golem. I would have defended the right-hand side too. I mean, I could have done either, but I wanted to do them both at the same time. So I'm sure you guys can see why this deck was played at the top of the world for $200,000.
Wait, it's all balloon? Always has been.
Bah! This Mortar Bait deck is the second best deck in Clash Royale, and it is all about playing a low elixir game. After you defend with guards or bats or rascals, and you counter push with a miner in the back of the tower, a mortar at the river, and the units counter pushing in the front, you are definitely going to get a lot of damage with one of them. If you're both at a low elixir count, it is impossible for your opponent to defend all angles. So let's go jump right into a game and assert dominance with Mortar Bait. We're here to show you the second best deck in Clash Royale, and I'm so stoked for this one. It's a high skill deck, so when you play it perfectly, you can outplay any matchup. Usually, your opponent is going to be spamming you, or you're going to be spamming your opponent, and it is going to be a high octane game. There is no waiting around in this deck. Wait, Mortar already locks onto the tower. So the reason why pro players love it so much is, first off, the Mortar is great on defense. It defends against Hog Riders, Balloons, and it gives you damage at the same time. So that is a 2-for-1 value, and pro players always want to use their units to the most efficiency. It's like they got an orange and they're squeezing every little ounce of that juice to scream positive elixir trade. So at this point, I think he's going to spam me with a Hog Rider. Good player, smart decision. We'll fireball it, and I might even have to log. If I was able to push that back with the fireball, that would have been better, but it's okay. I only take one hit. I did spend way more elixir than I wanted. I dropped 6 elixir on top of the Hog Rider and Ice Golem, which is an even trade for him, and he got a hit on my tower. It is what it is, because we bait out a cannon, and we get a good connection with the girl Rascal on the right-hand side, or boy Rascal, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just mix them up. They look the same to me, guys. One of them's just a little bit thicker. He's thicker than a Snicker, and he is eating so many popsicles tonight. Let's go. Maybe we can Dark Goblin because he just logged, and then we can Miner here, and then guards on the other side. If you keep up the aggression and you keep it a low elixir investment game, your opponent won't have elixir to stop everything. If the guards connect to the left-hand side, you might be like,
Oh, they're guards. They've literally got defend in their name, right? They're supposed to guard the tower.
they take towers, guys. Look at that thing. On offense, it breaks the game. It's not the way things should go down, but it is the way it happens. Guards are super, super strong on offense, especially when paired with a miner. It can straight up take towers. So if he wants a Hog Rider here, I'll go in for a Mortar. I don't think he's going to go in for a prediction fireball. If he did, he could have hit the girl Rascal there, and that could have been pretty troublesome for me. But as a result of him going in for the Ice Golem, doesn't get any damage. He also takes damage, and he's down elixir in that investment. And, by the way, maybe we can even snipe the cannon with the Dark Goblin. This is a hefty investment for me because there's a high probability that he logs or does something along that lines, but it's okay. We get the Ice Golem out of cycle. We can go in for another set of Rascals and split them. usually what you want to do is you want to go in for the boy Rascal on the right-hand side, so then the side that you're actually going for, they're not able to fireball the tower and everything. And they have to respond with the Musketeer in the lane that he doesn't want to, right? Like, no one wants to drop the Musketeer in that side because you want to be able to get counter push in the lane that you are already gotten all the damage in. If we pre-log, the only thing that you're going to be able to stop it with is Skeleton, so that's a very easy defense for me. And I can eat the Musketeer damage in the right, not really on the left. It doesn't even get a hit on the right, to be honest, but it hypothetically could have. And now we go in for more Rascals, and we keep splitting it up. This is what's up. This is what's good. This is what we're going to do every day of the week. Usually, your opponent won't be able to stop the guards and stop the miners. So that's what we're going to keep doing. If the guards and miner lock onto the tower, then we're able to walk away with a win. Because casually, slowly but surely, you will walk away with more damage than anyone else because the miner is guaranteed to get on top of the tower. Whereas the Hog Rider, if I wanted to, I can just drop a more defensive mortar that you're not going to be able to snipe with a Musketeer.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Oh! Wow! Later on in the Grand Challenges, and he misses that. He was playing so well until that. And now, you know, I hate to break it to you, but your tower is going to get broken down, and there's no way you can stop it anymore. Mr. Miner is not healing towers tonight. He is eating you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a beautiful sight to see. This deck is so much fun to play. At the highest level, if you're better than me, you would win this game quickly. You would be so, so solid. And there's so much more room to improve, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy playing this one. Every single time that I play it, I get better. When money is on the line, a ton of professional players turn to this deck for clutch Ws. And by far, the best deck in Clash Royale is this Mega Knight Lightning Ram Rider deck. It is extremely unfair. If you want to play a deck that will make everyone hate you and pro players complain 24/7, this is it. When your opponent tries to break through a Ram Rider that holds their balloons, Royal Giants, anything that they push at you in place, or a Mega Knight that jumps on top of their bridge spam, or an Archer Queen that goes invisible that they can't even target, they're going to be extremely upset. You can build up massive pushes by slow rolling a Mega Knight in the back, dropping a Ram Rider, and then lightning in any defensive structure or unit that they have in place. Or you can just win in single elixir as soon as your opponent makes one slight slip up. If you don't have Archer Queen or don't want to run it, you can run Electro Wizard instead. But this is by far the best deck, so let's go jump right into a game and show you why. Finally, we're showcasing the best deck in the game, and you literally do not have to have a brain to win with this thing. You've got Mega Knight and you've got Ram Rider, so if you hit double elixir and you split lane, you're also going to get value, but the best way of playing this is slow rolling a Mega Knight in the back when you're playing against a control deck, building up a big push with the Ram Rider, lightning in your opponent's building or whatever they drop on defense, and then just winning the game because Archer Queen, it's just straight up broken. It's really unfair. Watch what happens here. He's going to try to get that jump dash. It's not going to happen. It's going to go under the bar barrel. He loses everything at the river here. He loses his Dark Goblin, he loses the Mega Knight, and then his hopes and chances of winning the game get evaporated in seconds. Because if I can get another Archer Queen ability, there's no way for him to come back. I think it's already over, guys. As you see, the Archer Queen is really unfair. You're going to win games in just split seconds. This has been a minute, and the game is already over.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
You can stockpile Mega Knights in the back if the game is later, but for all intents and purposes, this one's over. Let's do another one. This one was way too easy. That's what I'm talking about. 3 crowns for days. So let's try to get a game that we don't win in a minute. This thing is kind of untamable. No matter the situation, I feel like I'm just going to take a tower. So I'm sorry, opponent. I'm sorry in advance. You've got Golden Knight. And I think that Golden Knight actually is a better card than Archer Queen. But in this particular deck, Archer Queen is the queen for a reason.
I'm the queen!
She asserts dominance. I'm able to go for the Bandit on top of the Golden Knight and make sure that he's not able to dash onto my tower. I wonder what he's going to do here. Oh, the Bandit just crossed the river. You sneaky, sly sir. You love to see it. Oh, Ram Rider. It's going to get stopped in its tracks by the Electro Spirit. So the Electro Spirit is going to chain onto the P.E.K.K.A. and also allow me to be able to barely get the Archer Queen ability down in time. Isn't that crazy that you're still able to get that value from the Archer Queen even though a P.E.K.K.A. was dropped onto it? Wow, that's awesome. Yo, keep giving me that. I'm going to snack on top of your Electro Wizard. Notice how I dropped the Mega Knight further back, so it bounced the Electro Wizard closer to the P.E.K.K.A, so I was able to splash onto everything at once. You know what? I'm happy that we got a bit of a harder matchup. You know, something that we don't win in a single second. That's awesome. Now we get a bit more of a challenge to show you how well this deck dominates, even in the most unlikely circumstances, into a P.E.K.K.A player, right? Most of the time, you guys are like,
Ah, man, I'm running Mega Knight. I really don't want to play against P.E.K.K.A.
we'll show you that no matter what, it's easy. I can Ram Rider if I want, or I can Rail Ghost in the back. I think it's a little bit safer to Rail Ghost in the back because you could Ram Rider on our Ram Rider, and then he gets counter pushed with his, using his tower as a resource. Usually not the sacrifice that we want to play out with. I can Archer Queen here, and I can Lightning on top of whatever he wants to do. You know what? I think that's the play. I remove his big, beefy champion boy, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Maybe he uses the ability, but that's a 1 elixir waste. Yeah, he's not going to do it. Yo, are you going to Lightning on top of the Queen, or are you going to P.E.K.K.A? You should probably P.E.K.K.A on this. If you don't P.E.K.K.A on this... Oh my gosh. See, this is why it's unfair. Also, the reason why we run Electro Spirit is specifically for that reason. You need to have some reset in this deck. Otherwise, you're going to be in a bad spot with Ram Riders, Battle Rams, Inferno Dragons. You need that Electro Spirit in the deck. If you're running an Electro Wizard instead of the Archer Queen, then you can substitute it out for maybe some other stuff. But that is not what we do out here. We run the best version of the deck. Oh my goodness.
Look at this dude.
He's going to use the Golden Knight ability, and it didn't hit the... I can't believe that. I guess the Knight didn't want to hit the other Knight. The Mega Knight stays strong. He's like, yo, my brother, my cousin, the guy with the luscious Prince Charming hair, he didn't want to hurt me, and I appreciate that. So you don't want to use the ability too soon. You want to use it when you can actually guarantee that you're going to get value. So try to use it a little bit later. Didn't work out perfectly, but it is what it is. If we can distract the P.E.K.K.A and it targets the Barbarrel and the Royal Ghost, then the Ram Rider connects, and we're in a really good spot now. Also, I think the Ram Rider goes ahead of the P.E.K.K.A, so then we can Mega Knight and we can Bandit here too. So he's not going to be able to break through. In fact, he just wasted an entire Barbarrel. And he poisons, expecting us to go in for the Archer Queen. This is glorious, guys. So I can Archer Queen on the right-hand side. Going to force out some extra elixir from our opponent for sure. He's going to Golden Knight. That's dead. Dude, you can't do that. You can't do that. He's wasted a glorious 5 elixir Prince Charming, man. Oh, you know what he's going to do? He's going to start spamming in the right-hand side, and he's also not allowed to do that. You can't do that. Duh, 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 duh. I feel like I'm going to be saying that all the time today. I'm going to eat the Royal Ghost because I can, and then I'll go in for a Mega Knight afterward. The reason why I'm doing that is just to protect from the P.E.K.K.A. Royal Ghost isn't able to give him that much value, and we can spontaneously spam on both sides at the exact same time now. So I could Archer Queen on the left, and he has to P.E.K.K.A in both lanes right now, right? Like, you would want a P.E.K.K.A on top of that, but now you can't P.E.K.K.A. Oh, dude, don't let it end this way. Don't let it end this way. Oh, it's just how the game is. You Archer Queen, and you win. The guy's name is Panda, and I think he's the saddest panda on this planet. The reason why I didn't put champions in every deck is they're pretty unfair, as you guys can see. I wanted to show you guys some skill. I expect them to be nerfed sometime soon. And that's actually where we're going to end today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a fat thumbs up to support the channel. Subscribe for more content just like this, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.